Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today we're going to be doing another wonderful reading for you. Absolutely. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm glad that you could take the time. We are now the 12th of June. It is Saturday. I hope you're having a beautiful Saturday. All right. So, I'm going to take a few cards from the healing mantra. Before I carry on, I would like to say that your support here and your donations are what makes all of this possible, and how you all keep me in some really nice tools to perform these, and I really am grateful to you. Okay? I'm going to say that first and foremost. I think you guys are great. Alright, so we have two that went through. Let's see what we got here, Pisces. We have amplifying abundance. Ooh, I like that. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. So, there you go. You can use this. This is a mantra deck, so just repeat it 3 times. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. Okay? I like that. Amplifying. Embodying my soul. Wow, those are pretty powerful ones. I have a right to be excited. I have a right to be excited. I'm going to take a quick look what the book has to say about that. So, amplifying abundance. We have, when you are abundant, you feel confident that life will always meet your needs, whether things go according to plan or not. Abundance is not a matter of having more than enough, but of seeing from the soul's perspective that only your ideas and beliefs can ever limit your experience. Abundance is a readiness to be supported by the universe in exchange for letting your light shine at full capacity. This mantra is ideal for unraveling beliefs of lack and scarcity, overcoming fear, and increasing confidence. So this is really good for you. If you're having a hard time, or you're living in the I wants, is what I call it. This one is embodying soul. And it says, when your soul is embodied, you are grateful to be alive. You are aware of life as a precious opportunity to experience the frequency of your own light through the unique attributes, characteristics, and senses of a person. As your soul becomes embodied, you are elated to be a part of life's cosmic play, no matter how bad things seem. This mantra is ideal for developing courage, finding your inner voice, and feeling safe in your body. So this is all really good. It does really apply. I love the colors. You got the heart chakra, and you've got that beautiful peach orangey color. You know, courage, strength, fire, all the stuff that we've really been talking about recently. So this is really good. Okay? Okay, so at the top here we have, gossip dims your glow. Speaking poorly about others tarnishes your energy and your reputation, so avoid bonding over complaints and feeling superior. Human beings weren't designed to be perfect, and this includes you. Instead, raise your vibration by engaging in positive communication. Celebrate what does work and who is awesome. The more you do this, the more radiant you'll become. Right. This for me is more focusing either on The self-talk that we do, I feel very much the Page of Swords showing his head with the word gossip. I also feel about all the shit, I'm sorry the word shit came out, but this is really the truth, the crap and the garbage that's coming out in the world right now, where people are just attacking each other. It's asking you to kind of just, instead of watching, you know, just being involved in their little runaround, this is you. Just walk away. Be a penguin of your own, okay, for now. Just embody peace, quiet, and happiness, Pisces, okay? Give it your best shot. Try very much to just be your own, do your own thing. It's so important to do your own thing sometimes. To stay away from it. Don't engage, okay? Complaining, low vibes, doesn't accomplish anything, especially if you're not complaining to the right person. It ends up being gossip. Oh, did you hear what he said or she said? Or, you know, the state of affairs in our state or, you know, country, etc. You know, the people who are doing it, they can't hear you. They can't hear you, okay? I know, things don't get changed that way, but sometimes the magnitude of the change that would need to happen for right now, change the little things around you, create the ripple that will push those things out eventually, okay? Sometimes you can't just attack the mountain. You have to start, like, digging around it, right? You've got to start, I don't know, fixing things around the mountain. No, it's a weird analogy because who can move a mountain? But, you know, eventually it does. Mountains do move. People do have put explosives in them, and the mountain changes places. Movement, choices, decisions. Okay. So, right, this is putting your plans into action. Okay? You're looking at things, you're staring at stuff, and you're going, yeah, you know, like, I've got to start putting things in movement. I love the fact that you have, like, the chakra colors here. You have the throat, the heart, the root, the sacral, or the solar plexus, the sacral. You have all these doors, okay? So you have the choice of wealth, and I believe this is like, this is air, this is like plants, this is like gold, this is coins. You have the choice of what you want to be doing right now, what you're concentrating or putting your energy in. And I think that's really important, Pisces. I think it's important for you to be taking your time and really concentrating on your personal abundance, whatever that means to you. I know for a lot of people it means money, but to me it doesn't really just necessarily mean money. It means where I am, how I feel, money-wise, spiritual-wise, relationship-wise. How can I help myself? How can I improve the people around me? How can, you know, help improve or empower the people around me, I should say. That's so important, but it's the stuff that we forget about. So spend your time planning, you know, embodying your soul, amplifying your abundance, and I really think that is right. And concentrating on harmony. 6. Okay, that's the work in between. This is the Lover's card, by the way. But it is beautiful. Work on the harmony in your life. That's so important. Okay, there's so much that we could sit and worry about day in, day out. It's worry about it when it is your time to worry about it. When it affects you personally, when you're going to need to start fixing something, okay? When you're really going to have to, I don't know, when it affects you personally. This is what I feel this card says. It's like, don't worry about the stuff you can't fix right now, okay? Because, trust me, everybody's just screaming, and it's really, I mean, it does make a difference when the crowd gets involved, but does it really? Yeah, Spirit's helping me out with this because I feel at odds with it, because I feel that if enough people spoke up, that things would change. And that may be true, but for something in my life, it hasn't been. Things haven't changed. People have been upset, but they gossip between each other. And I don't think that really helps anything. Until we're ready to put a huge movement at hand forward to make a very loud statement inside the world, it's going to be very hard. I find that if you change your life and do it a better way, like this, they're showing me the videos. I've been posting some of the videos. It's Green Renaissance. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest, if you want to have a peaceful journey, fall down that rabbit hole, okay? And it's people talking about different ways of thinking, different ways of being, different ways of doing. And they do it in a point of peace and finding peace. You can feel these people's humanity and all of the shit that they've been through in their lives. And I said it again, that's the second time. But they have found a better place, and I feel that this movement is better for me. Maybe not for you, but for me, this is where I want to be. This is, I would still completely human, completely ugly in some points, completely gorgeous in others, but completely me, and always trying to improve and be better and do better, okay? So the intuition card came out, which is the High Priestess. Follow your intuition, Pisces. Follow what your intuition tells you to do in these cases. I am telling you, though, that gossiping to others and not making an actual change, you know, like they're showing me, if you're sitting there, and it's only an example, let's say you're talking to your better half or your worse half about politics, and you're complaining about the state of affairs to them, and they agree with you or disagree with you. You're not actually doing anything, okay? You're just making yourselves feel bad. There's no actual change happening. There's no evolution here, okay? And I find that my generation did a lot of that, including myself. Okay, so it's time to either do something to change things, which is a drastic way of doing, or change your life and live it the way you want it, okay? And not ignore, but basically not put a big deal or emphasis on the stuff that you can ignore. It's kind of like saying, if there's stuff that you can ignore about that you don't like, it's like having that one person who is annoying you. You're in a group and you're vibing good, and there's that one person who comes in and he's, you know, making the vibe go down, and you're ignoring him until he walks away. That's what they're showing me. And I know for some of you are going to say there's certain things we cannot ignore. I get that. I understand. I'm not talking about those instances. I'm talking about what you can, right? Moving on. Okay, so they're trying to help me explain this to you in the best way. There's certain events of injustices in the world that you cannot. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the things like what I was talking about. It's the mundane stuff that lowers your vibration and has that offers nothing of value in your life. Okay? We have to transition and replace it with something better. Okay? Instead of spending a Saturday morning gossiping with somebody, spend it out there planting a tree, walking the forest, doing something that makes your soul soar, that embodies you in soul. This will amplify your abundance. It's going to make you feel a whole lot better, okay? Let's put it in those terms, because when we add politics and injustices to these sessions or the way we're talking about things, it just complicates things, because some people are so passionate, and I understand it does affect us. The taxes they impose and the stuff that they do, it does affect us personally. I get it. But in my lifetime, we've had such little ways of It's been so hard to change the world from moving. I find that in this awakening, just if you look at Green Renaissance and everything, people find their bliss. And I think that is what we have to do. We have to find our bliss until we shut out everything else. I think it will create a movement. And as I said before, the more people move in that direction, the more the rest will follow. Okay? The more they'll have to start thinking of better ways of doing things. Because, this is even better. This thing you're giving me. The more that we flow in more harmony and happiness and intuition, the more their blatant injustices and nastiness and manipulation that they do, the more it's going to stand out. It's going to stand out like a sore thumb in the middle of all of this. It's going to get harder and harder for them to play us. You understand? Are you getting it? I hope so. I hope so. I'm having a difficult time putting this in human terms. You have to understand, spiritually, this stuff doesn't really matter or exist. It doesn't matter. Okay? We come here to experience these things. And it's impossible. Well, I feel, this is me as a human being. I feel that it would be impossible to change every single thing for the better in one lifetime. All the great injustices, all the corruption. Oh, wow, that would be, it'd be wonderful. But I think that would take drastic measures, you guys. So the best you can do is make it a life that you can make it the life that you really, really, really want. Okay? I love this card. Woo! Disruption. Okay? You have number 16, which is the Tower. Okay? Of course we have a tower. Even in a deck that doesn't have a tower. I feel this is putting the pieces back together for yourself. This walking away from this is not only bringing you back to your personal soul, amplifying your abundance, it's also just stopping the disruptions from happening. Because this is disruptive, okay? It chips away. It chips away at you. I love this card. I love the way it's depicted. It feels like it shows the cracks. Fixing this is showing the cracks as well. It starts showing off where you need to be fixed. The light shines through it. Look at that. Okay? So you really need to start concentrating on that. And this is by working on your own harmony and planning your own life. Okay? It shines the light where the mortar and the foundation needs to be fixed. Okay? Where the alignment needs to be put back in. Because it's not in proper alignment. You need a proper alignment. Okay? If you don't, you're just falling, you're going to crack, but you're not going to notice it. But it's impossible for you right now, Pisces. You notice it. The light is blatantly shining. You see it coming down here. It's blatantly shining down on you and putting emphasis on all the spots that you need fixed. It's really resonating. Yeah. Look at you, new beginnings. I love this. Oh, look at that. Who's gonna take the world? This girl. I don't know. I think it's. I'm hearing a a Beyonce song, and I'm not a Beyonce person. Who rules the world? Right? I've heard this song. Who rules the world? Girls, yeah. Guys too. Please don't hate me, guys. Oh, I just seeing she's holding like this, you know, the staff. She's ready. This is us, Pisces. Guys or girls or whatever you define as. This is us. We're ready. Okay? The door's opening. This world is beautiful. We're seeing it. We're stepping on it like we should be. Instead of just taking advantage of it, we're seeing it for its entirety and how precious it is. And I think that's the important part as well. Understanding we're here for a journey, that we're stepping onto it as a passage, as a time, seeing it as the beauty that it can give us and all the wonders that it offers us is the best thing or the best gift we could give the planet and ourselves on this journey, on this path here. Okay? And yeah, we may have gone through life a little bit cracked and broken, but the light's shone on it now. We know what we have to do. You know how to fix it. You do. Just take a good look at the crack and go within yourself. Do you see him? He's got his arms crossed. This one's really, really capturing me today. And you got the intuition card. It's time to move on. Move on to something so much better. A path that's so much clearer for you, Pisces. It's just, that's just the way it should be, okay? Yeah. So this is a card of focus, of course, triumphant success. And that's what you need to be doing. You need to be focusing on your success, not on everything that's wrong around you or wrong within you. That's the important part. That is the important part, Pisces. It's more important than anything right now. Okay? The focus needs to be taken off the gossip, the insurmountable problems. You need to just build your beautiful garden, your Garden of Eden, inside and outside of yourself. Not just outside, inside too. Okay? Work on it. Right. And, of course, this would be the Six of Cups. So, I love that. Memories of love. This is usually reconnecting with the past or having memories of the past. But the Six of Cups for me is reconnecting with childhood joy. And that's what I was thinking. In the last week or so, I have been reconnecting. I am not afraid to say it, you guys. I, at 50, hardly remember joy. I didn't have a very good childhood. I mean, I had a okay childhood. I did end up having protectors, but I grew up really fast, you guys. I had some awful stuff happen to me that made me realize earlier on that it was going to be a rough one for me this time around. And I don't think I ever understood what joy, childlike joy was. But yeah, I was exposed to too many awful things, awful surroundings around me that just kind of, that cripple that, okay? So to reconnect with childlike joy for me was very hard when I don't think I remembered what that was or even knew. And in the last week or so, I've caught a glimpse of it. But unknowing what that really is, it's hard for me to really pinpoint. But I'm letting it in, and that's the important part. So they're saying for some of you, it's going to be the same thing. It's very important, though, to reconnect to a childlike demeanor, to that wonder, that happiness, that pure, exhilarated joy, you know? Well, maybe you know. I have a hard time knowing, but there's a few days this week that I felt completely free. And I think that is part of the feeling. Feeling free to be abundant, to embody your soul, to live in those happy, freeing feelings. And I think that's really important to you guys. I really think that's important. Right. And I said free, right? Underneath the deck is the Eight of Swords, trapped in fear. So this is it. You have to release yourself from the fear, from the oppression, from all the stuff. You have to work on intuition, planning, and transitioning into something that is beauty, okay? When I think of you, Pisces, Spirit is showing me somebody who walks on air, okay, right now. They're showing me somebody who is flowing through the day, who walks. Some of you are even like, I am actually seeing a guy walking down the street, you know, just an air of airiness, you know, like just floating around, being comfortable inside of their meat suit, being comfortable with their environment. You're not overly happy, but so well, so okay in their space. And I love that feeling. I love seeing it. I love watching it just kind of flow by. I feel the same with certain, I'm seeing also women doing the same thing. I feel that it's in what emanates is what they're trying to show me. There's nothing supernatural or super beautiful. You're not made of gold, but you're made of light, okay? Somehow, some way, when you walk, people will know what is different about this person. And this is what they're showing about you, Pisces. That people will almost think of you as maybe, you know, are they not plugged into the world? Or, you know, are they just, you know, you'll even get these things like, are they stupid? Like, don't they know what's going on? And if they have a moment of conversation, they're going to see that you're more tapped in or plugged in or aware that their perception of you will have been completely wrong, but that you choose a higher vibration. That's a beautiful picture that they're showing me of you, Pisces. They're showing me such a beautiful, I see some of you weeding flowers. Oh, I see some of you walking in cities. Like, I see some of you interacting with friends. They're showing me all kinds of different peoples of different walks of life, of different ages. And there's just a quiet, beautiful light about all of you. Like you're going to stand out. You're just going to stand out. There's going to be something very different about you. And they're telling me this, they're showing me this, I should say, so that I can pass it on to you, so that today, as you walk around in the world, I want you to feel that feeling. That feeling that somehow, some way, even though you look like everybody else, there is something beautifully different about you. There is an energy that emanates from you that can be seen with the human eye. They might not know what it is, but they will definitely see it. I want you to walk with that today and tomorrow and the next day. I really want you to take that emotion, that feeling, and just walk with it. It's so important. Okay, you guys, I'm going to let you go with this one. I'm going to do the extended later. Again, I'm doing it here. Yeah, I'm going to talk about spirit. We're going to see how much more we can get into this with you. And I'm sending you lots of love and light, although I mean it. Walk in love and light, Pisces. They're saying that's it. Walk in love and light. Okay? It's something that has no concrete. You can't see it. It's not like this candle, but it's something that can be seen. They're saying we're wrong. It can be seen. And it can be seen by people who are vibrating lower. And this is what's going to attract them. A moth to a flame, right? Right. They're just going to be wanting to be who you are. The magnificent being that you are. Okay? We all have that magic, Pisces, but you have it tenfold. Walk with it, beautiful Pisces. I will see you a little later. Take care of yourself. And don't forget to subscribe so that you're notified every time I post a video. Take care, Pisces.